everybody. My name is Bev Dietrich, and I'm the president of the Elmira Theatre Company. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to our trip down memory lane as we celebrate 40 years. That's right, folks, our 40th season. Bravo, kudos to us, and cue the fireworks cue right now. A number of ETC members have compiled a series of videos talking about their favorite memories over the last 40 years to share with you. We're also hoping to be able to announce our 40th season at this time, but alas, we can't do it because of COVID-19. I can assure you, though, that our first show back, whenever that will be, November of 2020, February of 2021, we will open with Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, directed by Joe Brenner. This show is ready to go, and we are happy and proud to be able to share it with you. So, until our doors open again, and they will, we will be taking all the necessary precautions to make sure that our actors, crew, volunteers, and audience members are safe. So everybody stay healthy and stay safe, and we can't wait until we see you all again at the theater. Now, as I like to say from the booth, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Years ago, we started the Elmira Theatre Company with a show called The Mousetrap. You may have heard of it. Longest running play on Broadway ever. As a matter of fact, it didn't close until COVID closed it this year. So it's been running continuously since 1952, I believe, on Broadway. And that's a long, long time. Anyway, we had decided, Tim Schneider and I, that we wanted to do a play. We were desperate to do a play. We'd been doing plays in high school for 5 years with Gord Davis, and we loved it, and we wanted to do some more. But we didn't know how to go about that, so we thought we had to form a theater company. So Tim Schneider and I got together, and we decided we would do that. And we picked The Mousetrap because it was a popular play, because it was well known, and because it would get an audience, we hoped. And we had no place to rehearse, so we went to Gibson Park. And we cast the show in Gibson Park, and we started rehearsals in Gibson Park. All of our founding members were in it. Chris Gross was in it. Jim Moore was in it. Quentin Martin was in it. Deb Deckert was in it. Kath Moore was in it. Chris Fletcher was in it. Bill Calder was in it. Tony Martin was in it. And Scott Spadell started out in it, but then he was replaced by Dave Gent, who went to school with me at Laurier, who was also an acting buff. And that was our cast. And they were great. They were wonderful. They worked well together. We knew each other well. We'd worked together before, so it all worked really, really well. We had to beg, borrow, and steal everything because we had nothing, obviously. And we did. We begged, borrowed, and we stole everything that we had to have for the play. And that also worked out quite well. And then we had rehearsals in the park until it got cold. And then the Moores offered us their barn for free, which was brilliant because everything we had, we needed to do it for free. We used the barn for a number of productions after that as well. But the first one, we used the barn at Moore's Place, and then we wanted to do it in a venue that we knew, so we did it at the high school. It was a big space. We had 600 seats there, and we filled them every night, which was brilliant. And the audience loved it, and we got new people out as well to come and join us, and we were able to do more shows, which was the plan. We wanted to have a theater company. So Mousetrap was the first show that happened. And it got us going, it got us some people, it got us some money, and it got the theater company off the ground. 25 years later, we decided we would do The Mousetrap again for our anniversary. And surprisingly, we had a lot of the same people. We had Chris Gross again. Jim Moore was replaced by Kenny Harks. We had Quentin, we had Deb, we had Chris Fletcher again. We had Bill Calder again. We didn't have Tony Martin, and I can't remember who played his part either. Yes, and Dave Gent. But that was a good show as well. That one we were able to do in the Carriage Hall. And that worked out really well as well. Anyway, that was Mousetrap. 25 years ago and 40 years ago. Amazing.